everyone, my name is Elsa. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the Spring Has Sprung book tag. So I'm a bit late, but you know, let's just roll with it. Because I just got tagged by Andrew over at Andrew's Wizardly Reads. He's amazing. I love him so much. Thank you so much for tagging me. I'm just I don't know, just so grateful. If you don't know him, he's amazing. Please check out his channel. Hi, Editing Elsa here. So I filmed this a while ago, that's why it's so late, I'm so sorry. But in the meantime, I also got tagged for this video by John over at Walker Wright 7. I love him so much. Thank you, John, you're just the best. And if you don't know him, please check out his channel. His channel is like the twin sister of mine because we have very similar book tastes, and he's just incredible, and I'm so grateful he tagged me for this video. So that was it for me, guys. Back to the video. So let's start with the book tag. The first question is flowers. All the flowers we remember are blooming again. Pick a book that's a fresh take on a retelling. So for this one I chose My Lady Jane because it's a retelling of the story of Lady Jane Grey, which was Queen of England for 9 days in 1554, I think, or something like that. But it's a complete retelling because there is fantasy in it, and you know, people that can transform into animals, and it's just hilarious, and it has nothing to do with reality, and it's just amazing. Please read it. And the other one I chose is Fruit Basket because it's my favorite manga series ever. I'm just in love with it, and I will do a specific review for this series one day because I just have to express my love for it, but it's just incredible. And this is a retelling of the mythical story behind the 12 zodiac signs in the Chinese mythology, and it's just incredible. Love it so much. Second question. Cadbury Mini Eggs. Obviously the superior springtime candy of choice. Don't know about it, probably a foreign thing. Pick a book that you consider to be a sweet treat. So for this one I have two as well. So the first one is Keeper of the Lost Cities because it is a middle grade fantasy series, and I just love it with all my heart. It's just incredible. I love the characters, I loved the world. One of the most, you know, incredible world I've ever read about. It's just, you know, you want to go there. It's so nice and perfect. I just love it. And you have the most beautiful love story I ever read about in this series. Like, I just can't get enough of this love story, and that's why it's a sweet treat for me. And the other one is The Lightning Struck Heart by T.G. Klune, who also wrote The House in the Syrian Sea. It's just hilarious and so cute and adorable. You have a beautiful love story and the found family trope, and it's just perfect. And yeah, I could read it over and over again. Highly recommend the audiobook for this one. Third question, allergies. Seasonal allergies often make your eyes water. Pick a book that made you cry. So for this one I have two as well. Both are by Frederick Backman, which is one of my favorite authors. His books are both heartwarming and extremely sad, and so for this one I have two, Bear Town and Anxious People. Both are incredible, like just perfect and so beautiful. They make you feel all the feels, and the characters are just incredible. You love them so much, and the writing is incredible, and just everything is perfect. Please read them if you haven't yet. Next question. Spring cleaning. Out with the old and in with the new. Pick a book to unhaul. So let me explain this story. I'm crazy about a movie called Flipped. It's just adorable, like the cutest thing you've ever seen. Love it so much. And I discovered recently that there is a book. And so I wanted to buy it, and I ordered the hardcover. And look what I got. This is the thing. So the fact that this is flipped is normal, but the fact that, you know, the title is like here, it's not centered, like same here and same at the back. And I'm not sure you can see it, but the printing as well is just awful. Like, it looks like they've done that, you know, in a cheap warehouse somewhere. It's just awful. And am I the only one who's bothered by that? Because I showed it to a few people, and they kinda looked at me like I was crazy. But it's just awful. Couldn't they put it here? Why? I don't know. I just hated it. And so I complained, and I'm going to return it and so to unhaul it. But I already bought the good one. So this is the paperback, and this is so cute and so adorable, and this is scented. So yeah, so excited to read it. Alright, next one. Mating season. It's that time of the year in the animal kingdom to make some babies. Pick a book with some smutty delights. If you've been following my channel for a while, you might know that I hate sex scenes in books. Like, I just can't read them. I just don't want them. I'm okay with characters having sex. I just don't want to read about it. Like, you don't have to describe it to me. Just tell me they did it and it's okay. I don't have to see the entire scene. But there is an exception to this rule, and this is before they are hanged. So if you've read it, you know there is a sex scene in this book, and it's incredible. Like, honestly, the best sex scene I ever read in any book. And like, this is one of the best scenes in the entire novel, and I usually hate them, but I can't explain it. It's just the way it's done is just so smart and funny and just incredible. This scene is everything. So for this question, I'm going to answer this. Next question. Spring break. It's the perfect time for an adventure. Pick a book involving a road trip. So for this one, I picked Sadie, because Sadie, the main character, is basically on a road trip the entire book, because she's in her car, she's sleeping in her car, because she's trying to find the man who murdered her sister, and so she goes from place to place in her car. And so yeah, that's not a fun road trip, but she's in the car most of the time. It's amazing. Highly recommend it. Check out the content warnings, because there are a lot, but I was a bit afraid because of the content warnings that I wouldn't be able to take this book, and it's just incredible. Like, if you're like me and you don't think you can handle it, you can. It's just mind-blowing. Like, incredible book. Gave it 5 stars. And check out the audiobook. Like, the audiobook experience is everything. Alright, next one. Rainbows. I just feel like spring is made of freaking rainbows. Pick a book featuring an LGBTQ+ character. So for this one, I chose Flamefall, because first, this is one of the best books I ever read. I loved the first book, but this is another level. Like, this book was just, please read this series. Like, you have to. You have a new point of view in this book, and I love this character so much. Like, the author does wonderful characters, but this one is just, my baby. And this character is gay, and just this, it was so good. Please read this series. It's just incredible. Alright, next one. Spring Awakening. This is one of my all-time favorite musicals. I haven't watched it, even though it's filled with completely dysfunctional characters. Pick a book that's also filled with completely dysfunctional characters. So for this one, I could say Six of Crows, but everyone knows it, so I'm going to answer Gokusen. So this is a manga series. It's a seinen, so it's for adults, and it's so funny. Like, just hilarious, and all the characters are crazy. Like, they're completely insane, and it's so fun. I highly recommend it. Alright, last one. In Like a Lion, Out Like a Lamb. Pick a book series that didn't get better as it progressed. So thankfully I checked, and most of my series got better. Like, the first volume usually is the weakest one. But I have one exception, and this is Sleeping Giants. This is the first volume of a trilogy, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I love this book so much. The audiobook, like, I'm sure reading this book wouldn't have been bad, but the audiobook brings it to a new level. It's just incredible. No question, best audiobook ever. And it's just incredible. Loved it with all my heart. And I just finished the second book, Waking Gods, and it's quite good. Like, I really enjoyed myself, but it's not as good as Sleeping Giants. And I heard the third one is the least good of the 3. So I'm a bit worried, to be honest, but yeah. There is an ending at the end of Sleeping Giants. Like, you don't have all the answers by the end of this book, but you have an ending. Like, you can be fine just reading this one. And honestly, to me, the book ended at the end of this. Like, I'm happy to continue just for the fun of it, but to me, this is a standalone, and this stands on itself as one of the best books I ever read. But this was so fun to do. Thank you again, Andrew. You're the best. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See you around, guys.